What's up, sugaring community? This is Fast Freddy, also known as SDC. Today, I want to talk about beautiful women are not always the best sugar babies. I mean, I think for people who are sugaring the men, I don't like the term sugar daddies, but that's what we'll call them. Because maybe you haven't had much experience with girls, you're thinking, I want to get the most beautiful woman out there. And that is, I'm not saying that beauty doesn't matter. Obviously, physical and visual. We're men. Where visual, physical attraction is important. The trick is, I think, at this point when you don't have experience with women, tens are always the closer to 10 you're thinking is the better. And I'm just here to talk about some experiences that I've had with tens. I've had the pleasure opportunity of having arrangement with what I consider tens, and tens are going to be subjective. Obviously, what everyone believes as a 10 is not necessarily consistent, but it is kind of, there probably is some objective truth to how attractive a girl is. Most people will probably think they're beautiful. There's a couple issues with going for tens, and I think everyone has realized this, even non-sugar daddies, just people who are dating in general. You gotta understand that really, really pretty girls and frankly good-looking guys have privilege. There's a privilege in being attractive, and the issue there is all girls have options, but girls who are tens have extreme options, and they don't only have options in dating; they have options in life. I hate to say it, but this is a reality. They're gonna get more jobs. They're gonna get let out of traffic tickets, etc., etc. Now, is this unfair? There's a karma to everything. There's a responsibility to everything. And what ends up happening is good-looking people don't face adversity. And adversity is what makes you grow. So I hate to say it, but a lot of good-looking people have not matured or have not grown because they always get bailed out. And that is especially true with pretty girls. If you're looking for a 10, number one, they're going to be the most expensive. Number two, they're going to be the most difficult. They're going to be rude. They have a lot of options. They're going to be non-responsive. And they're gonna, frankly, to me, they're gonna be a headache. I'm talking about tens. And I've been with a couple, and that has been a consistent. These things that I mentioned are consistent experiences. Even I have to say the intimacy is not that great. These girls maybe have been hurt. Maybe they've been with guys who are extremely attractive, guys with big endowments, and they're just so used to maybe having attractive guys that they're not into this. They always will have an orbiter or male orbiters or a bunch of options, so it's very easy for you to step in the wrong direction with them because they can just bail. What's going to happen to a lot of you is the second you get attention from someone who's beautiful, you're going to fall prey and fall into the fantasy, and they're going to work you and finesse you, and you need to be very careful. The irony for me, so what I came here to say is I've had some of the best experiences. To me, I think, and this is a common dating thing, is if you just drop a couple notches, like maybe an 8 or a 9, you're getting the best investment, the best bang for your buck, so to speak. It's a good-looking girl who is not jaded, who is not like stuck up, they have options. All girls have options, but they don't have extreme options. So they're beautiful, and a lot of them can be good people and respectful. And even then, to me, there have been some cases, for those of you that are not experienced, there have been cases where I've had girls that were 6s initially, and I know they may be overweight, they may be thin, they may not even facially be as attractive. They're still pretty, but not as attractive. But the sex is amazing, just because of their confidence, just because of how sweet they are, and all of a sudden a 6 in your eyes become an 8. They're just easy to deal with. So be open-minded. That's my recommendation. Be open-minded. I'm not saying physical attraction is not important, but be open-minded. I just recently saw a girl. She was a little bit overweight. I personally like thicker, darker girls. She was thick and dark, but she was a little overweight, and I was sort of questioning myself whether I should continue with this, because frankly, the truth is, I felt there is a part of me that was like, man, I'll be embarrassed if I go out with her, because she doesn't look like a quote unquote sugar baby. She just looks like sort of a normal girl. The sex and the intimacy was amazing with her. She was curvy, beautiful. And then even the sex, she was just like confident, and she even squirted, and that was, to me, so it turned me on so much. So initially, I was hesitant, but when I went to see her, I had a great time, and I'm gonna see her again, and that's what matters, that you're happy and you enjoy yourself. I had a very similar case a couple of years ago with a girl who was overweight. She was very, very attractive facially, but she was not my type physically, her body type. But she was just so passionate in bed, and I was initially, again, I just felt like, if I go out with her, I might be embarrassed, because she's just not what you typically, doesn't like hold a room, like she doesn't take the attraction of a room. But again, she was so passionate in bed that I saw her for months and months, I couldn't even let her go. So this is what I'm saying, just be careful about that beauty paradigm. You may be passing up someone who's amazing and beautiful, and you may be getting someone, even if you get a 10, you may end up getting a headache instead. So comments below, let me know if you have any stories, sugar babies. Let me know what your thoughts are. Women, let me know what your thoughts are. For coaching, contact me in the email address. Some of you have submitted emails, thanks for that. At this point, I'll be glad to answer them in a video, or even answer them straight directly. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon.